Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
Chuck Connor, one of the greatest icons of Western films, with his legendary role as Lucas McCain in The Rifleman, he etched into the hearts of audiences the image of a strong, resilient, yet deeply loving father. But behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, Connor had many untold stories. His life was not only intertwined with cinema but also marked by ups and downs in sports, complex relationships, and even unexpected encounters with global politics. Let's uncover the secrets about Chuck Connor that few people know. Childhood and early years. Chuck Connor, born Kevin Joseph Aloysius Connor on April 10, 1921, in Brooklyn, New York, came from an Irish immigrant family originally from Newfoundland and Labrador. From a young age, Connor disliked his given name, Kevin, and was always searching for a new nickname. Eventually, the name Chuck was born during his time playing baseball in college. He would often shout to his teammates, "Chuck it to me, baby," a phrase that stuck and became his identity. Growing up during the Great Depression, Connors found solace in sports. He was an avid fan of the Brooklyn Dodgers despite their lackluster performance at the time. However, his love for the game went beyond just being a spectator. His natural athleticism opened doors for him, leading to numerous scholarship offers from over 24 colleges and universities. He ultimately attended Adelphia Academy, a prestigious preparatory school in Brooklyn, before moving on to Seton Hall University, where he played both basketball and baseball. While at Seton Hall, Connors excelled in sports, showing remarkable talent that hinted at a potential professional career. But beyond his athletic achievements, he was also known for his charismatic personality and leadership on and off the field. However, after 2 years at Seton Hall, he made a bold decision, leaving college to pursue his dream of playing professional baseball. It was a gamble that would take him on an incredible journey through sports and eventually to Hollywood. From athlete to Hollywood star, Chuck Connor's journey to Hollywood was anything but ordinary. Before becoming a household name as the Rifleman, he pursued a career in professional sports. His athleticism and determination set him apart, but fate had other plans, leading him from the baseball diamond and basketball court to the silver screen. Connor's professional sports career began in 1940 when he signed with the Newport Dodgers, a minor league affiliate of the Brooklyn Dodgers. At the time, he was a young and ambitious first baseman eager to make his mark. However, after just a few games, he was released from the team, forcing him to sit out the 1941 season. Determined to continue his career, he later signed with the Norfolk Stars, a farm team of the New York Yankees, where he played an impressive 72 games before World War II changed the course of his life. In 1942, Connor enlisted in the United States Army, serving at Fort Knox, Kentucky, during the height of the war. His military service put his sports career on hold, but it also shaped his character, instilling in him a sense of discipline and perseverance that would serve him well in the years to come. After being discharged in 1946, Connors returned to professional baseball, playing for teams like the Newport News Dodgers, the Mobile Bears, and the Montreal Royals. By 1949, he had finally reached the major leagues, playing a single game for the Brooklyn Dodgers. However, he spent most of his time in the minor leagues, struggling to secure a permanent spot in the big leagues. In 1951, he joined the Chicago Cubs and played 66 games, but by 1952, he found himself sent back to the minor leagues with the Los Angeles Angels, the Cubs' top farm team. It was at this point that Connors realized his baseball career was not going to reach the heights he had once dreamed of. Though baseball was his primary focus, Connors was a multi-talented athlete. After returning from military service in 1946, he briefly switched gears to play professional basketball. He joined the Rochester Royals, now the Sacramento Kings, in the National Basketball League for their 1945-46 championship season. The following year, he became part of the Boston Celtics during their inaugural season in the Basketball Association of America, the league that would later become the NBA. During his time with the Celtics, Connor unknowingly made history. In a pre-game practice session, he accidentally shattered the backboard, not with a slam dunk, as one might expect, but with a regular shot. This made him the first professional basketball player ever recorded to break a backboard, an unusual but memorable moment in his sports career. Despite his impressive athleticism, Connor's basketball career was short-lived. He played 53 games for the Celtics before leaving the team early in the 1947-48 season. With both baseball and basketball proving to be unpredictable career paths, Connors began exploring other opportunities. By the early 1950s, Connor's sports career had reached a crossroads. He was nearing his 30s, and despite his dedication, he had not secured a lasting place in either baseball or basketball. It was at this moment that Hollywood came knocking. While playing baseball in Los Angeles, Connor caught the attention of a casting director. His tall, rugged frame and charismatic presence made him a natural fit for the screen. He was offered a small role in the 1952 film Pat and Mike starring Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. Though the role was minor, it was enough to ignite his passion for acting. Realizing that he had more potential in Hollywood than in professional sports, Connors made the bold decision to leave baseball behind. Little did he know, this decision would lead him to become one of television's most iconic Western stars. The star of The Rifleman and Hollywood fame, Chuck Connor's life changed forever in 1958 when he landed the role of Lucas McCain in The Rifleman. This wasn't just another television role, it was the role that would define his career and make him a household name. Over 5 seasons, from 1958 to 1963, Connor became one of television's most beloved Western stars, bringing depth and heart to the character of a widowed father raising his son in the rugged frontier. Unlike many Westerns of the time, The Rifleman stood out for its strong emotional core. It wasn't just about shootouts and outlaws, it was a story of fatherhood, discipline, and moral lessons. Connor's portrayal of Lucas McCain, a single father teaching his son Mark, played by Johnny Crawford, about right and wrong, resonated deeply with audiences. The chemistry between Connor and Crawford was one of the show's greatest strengths, and their on-screen bond felt genuinely heartfelt. Behind the scenes, Connor poured his own personality into the role. He was known to be deeply involved in the character's development, and he paid meticulous attention to detail. Director Burt Kennedy once shared a revealing moment about Connor's dedication. When Connor found the perfect cowboy hat for Lucas McCain, he was so moved that he teared up. To him, The Rifleman wasn't just a show, it was a part of his soul. While Connor had a long and diverse acting career, The Rifleman remained his most iconic role. He later starred in other notable projects such as Branded, where he played a cavalry officer falsely accused of cowardice, and Gono, where he took on the role of an army officer confronting the famous Apache leader. He also appeared in the dystopian sci-fi classic Soylent Green alongside Charlton Heston. Despite these varied roles, none matched the impact of Lucas McCain. To generations of fans, Chuck Connors would always be the Rifleman. Turbulent relationships, Chuck Connor's life off-screen was just as eventful as his career in Hollywood. While he played the devoted father Lucas McCain on The Rifleman, his personal relationships were far more complicated. Connors experienced 3 marriages, each marked by passion, career intersections, and eventual heartbreak. His first marriage was to Elizabeth Jane Riddell Connor, whom he met during one of his baseball games. Their love story began in the excitement of his athletic career, and in 1948, they tied the knot. Together, they built a family, welcoming 4 sons. However, despite their early years of happiness, the pressures of Connor's rising fame and the demands of Hollywood took a toll on their relationship. Eventually, their marriage ended in divorce, marking the first of Connor's many romantic struggles. In 1963, Connor found love again, this time with Kamala Devi, an Indian-born actress who co-starred with him in Gono. Their on-screen chemistry translated into real life, leading to marriage that same year. Kamala and Chuck were not just partners in life but also in work. They appeared together in several other projects, including Branded, Broken Saber, and Cowboy in Africa. However, after a decade together, their marriage ended in 1973. The reasons behind their split remain largely private, but it was clear that Connor's busy career and personal ambitions played a significant role. A few years later, in 1973, Connor met Faith Quabius on the set of Soylent Green. Their relationship blossomed quickly, and by 1977 they were married. However, their union proved to be short-lived, and just 2 years later they divorced in 1979. This marked the end of Connor's marriages, as he never remarried after his third divorce. Despite his turbulent romantic life, Connors maintained strong friendships throughout his career. One of his closest and most enduring bonds was with Johnny Crawford, who played his on-screen son Mark McCain in The Rifleman. Their relationship extended far beyond the set, with Connor treating Crawford like family. Even decades after The Rifleman ended, the two remained in close contact. When Connor passed away in 1992, it was Johnny Crawford who delivered a heartfelt eulogy at his funeral, a testament to the deep connection they shared. Chuck Connor's final days and enduring legacy. Despite reaching the heights of fame, Chuck Connor's later years were marked by significant health struggles. A lifelong smoker, Connors was diagnosed with lung cancer in 1992. His health deteriorated rapidly, and he was hospitalized due to complications from pneumonia. Despite receiving medical treatment, his condition worsened, and on November 10, 1992, he passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles at the age of 71. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy was far from forgotten. Connor's funeral was a heartfelt event attended by many friends, family members, and colleagues from Hollywood. Among those who spoke at the service was Johnny Crawford, the child actor who had played his son Mark McCain on The Rifleman. Crawford, who had remained close to Connor throughout his life, delivered an emotional eulogy, reminiscing about their deep bond on and off the screen. It was a touching tribute to a man who had shaped the childhood and careers of many around him. Although Connors was no longer physically present, his influence in the entertainment industry remained powerful. His iconic role as Lucas McCain ensured that he would forever be remembered as a trailblazer in Western television. Even decades after The Rifleman ended, reruns of the show continued to attract audiences, proving the timeless appeal of Connor's performance. Beyond his work in television and film, Connors left behind a meaningful philanthropic legacy. He was deeply involved in charitable efforts and dedicated much of his later years to giving back to the community. One of his most notable contributions was the Chuck Connors Charitable Invitational Golf Tournament, which he hosted annually at the Canyon Country Club in Palm Springs, California. The proceeds from this event went directly to the Angel View Crippled Children's Foundation, an organization that provided care and support for children with disabilities. Over the years, Connor's efforts helped raise more than $400,000 for the cause, demonstrating his generosity and commitment to making a difference. In recognition of his contributions to television, Connors was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1984. This accolade cemented his status as one of the most beloved actors of his time. Even after his passing, fans continue to visit his star, paying homage to the man who brought Lucas McCain to life. Connor's influence also extended beyond entertainment and charity. He had a lasting impact on sports history as well. As one of the few athletes to have played both Major League Baseball and the National Basketball Association, he remains a unique figure in sports and pop culture. His versatility and determination inspired many young athletes and actors alike, proving that success could be found in multiple fields with hard work and passion. Today, Chuck Connor's name remains synonymous with classic Western television. His work continues to captivate new generations of viewers, and his legacy as a Hollywood icon endures. Whether through his acting, sports career, or philanthropic efforts, Connors left an indelible mark on the world, a legacy that will never fade. Chuck Connor was more than just a Western star. He was a strong, talented man, but also one with hidden depths and untold stories. From his days as a baseball and basketball player to becoming a legendary actor, from his turbulent marriages to his unexpected encounters with world leaders, his life was a journey filled with fascinating twists and turns. Now it's your turn. Do these revelations make you admire Connors even more, or have they changed your perspective on him? Share your thoughts in the comments below.